Hello, and welcome to another episode of List of... You've probably heard the phrase, there's a kernel of truth in every legend. Well, grab some popcorn, because today we're serving up a whole barrel of kernels. We're counting down 6 ancient legends, myths, and tall tales that were later proven to be absolutely, scientifically, factually true. Turns out, our ancestors weren't just making stuff up around the campfire. Well, not all of it. It's the list of ancient legends later proven true by science. Let's start with number 6, the Sahara. Once green, the ancient Greeks and Romans wrote about a land beyond Egypt of rolling grasslands, great lakes, and herds of animals. They called it the Garamantian Empire, and it sounded like a fantastical, almost Atlantean legend. For centuries, it was dismissed as exaggeration, the ramblings of travelers who'd had too much sun. But then, science showed up with its toolbox. Satellite imagery and core samples drilled from the desert floor revealed something astonishing. Pollen fossils from plants that could never survive in a desert, ancient river channels now buried that once carved through the sand, cave paintings in the middle of nowhere depicting giraffes and crocodiles. The legend was true. Until about 5,000 years ago, the Sahara wasn't a desert at all. It was a vast, lush, green savanna, a thriving ecosystem. The climate shifted, the rain stopped, and the sand took over, turning a reality into a myth, just waiting for us to rediscover it. At number 5, the tsunami that sank Helike in 373 BC. The prosperous Greek city-state of Helike, a powerful member of the Achaean League, was wiped out in a single night. Ancient writers like Strabo described a colossal earthquake, followed by a massive wave from the Corinthian Gulf that swallowed the entire city. Survivors claimed the god, Poseidon, enraged, had reached up and dragged Helike into the sea. For over 2,000 years, the story of Helike was a cautionary tale, a legend of divine punishment. Modern archaeologists and geologists, armed with seismology and underwater scanning equipment, went looking for a moral lesson. They found a natural disaster. Core samples showed clear evidence of a sudden, catastrophic seismic event. They found remnants of the city, not on land, but buried under several meters of oceanic sediment offshore. The legend was a perfect, if terrifying, historical account. Poseidon's trident was just a metaphor for a fault line. The truth was, if anything, more frightening than the myth. The Earth didn't need a god's anger to unleash hell. It could do it all by itself. Now for number 4, and this one's a fun one. The monster of Lake Storsten, in the heart of Sweden. For centuries, locals spoke of a great serpentine creature lurking in the depths of Lake Storsten. They called it Sprostojurot. They drew pictures of it, told stories, and even in the 1800s, the royal family issued an official decree for its protection. Everyone dismissed it as classic lake monster nonsense. Then, in the late 20th century, scientists managed to get a good look at what was really down there, and they found the monster. Sort of. It wasn't a plesiosaur, it was a giant mutant eel. A combination of genetic anomalies and a plentiful food source had created a population of European eels of absolutely enormous size. To a fisherman seeing a 4-meter-long, thick-bodied eel undulating in the murky water, that's a monster. The legend wasn't a lie, it was just a case of mistaken identity. A very, very large mistaken identity. Number 3 takes us to the Amazon, the legend of lost cities. For generations, the narrative pushed by early explorers was that the Amazon was a pristine wilderness, sparsely populated by small, nomadic tribes. But indigenous stories told a different tale. They spoke of El Dorado not as a city of gold, but as a network of vast, thriving civilizations, of cities in the jungle. Historians brushed this off as myth. That is, until LiDAR technology came along. LiDAR is basically X-ray vision for archaeologists. They fly a plane over the dense canopy, laser map the ground beneath, and digitally strip away the trees. And what they revealed beneath the Amazon floor was staggering. Evidence of massive, sophisticated settlements, complex road systems, earthworks, and agricultural centers that could have supported millions of people. The legend was true. The Amazon wasn't an untouched Eden. It was the managed, engineered garden of a lost mega-civilization, its story hidden by the jungle until science found a way to listen. Holding strong at number 2, Viking navigation crystals. The Sunstone. Old Viking sagas mentioned a mysterious solarstein or sunstone. They claimed this magical crystal could locate the sun even on completely overcast days or after the sun had set, guiding their longships across the treacherous North Atlantic. It sounded like pure fantasy. Then, in 2013, a team of researchers examining a 16th century shipwreck off the coast of Alderney found a curious chunk of crystal nearby. It was Iceland spar, a form of calcite that has a unique property. It polarizes light. By looking through the crystal and rotating it until the light patterns align, a navigator can pinpoint the sun's position with incredible accuracy, even if it's below the horizon. Physics had decoded the magic. The Vikings weren't just fearless sailors, they were brilliant optical scientists using cutting-edge, albeit crystalline technology. And our number one ancient legend proven true. Ancient climate predictions, this one is more profound than all the others. From the Hopi to the Norse Ragnarok, from Aboriginal Dreamtime stories to the biblical floods, cultures worldwide have legends that speak of great climatic shifts, ice ages, floods, and famines. These were universally seen as metaphysical stories, divine cycles, or outright fiction. Now modern paleoclimatology is proving them right. By studying ice cores, sediment layers, and tree rings, we can read the history of Earth's climate like a book. And that book confirms a terrifying truth. Those ancient legends are our planet's historical record. They are the oral history of real events, sea level rises, volcanic winters, prolonged droughts passed down for thousands of years. The elders weren't telling fairy tales, they were issuing a report. A report we are only now, with our fancy machines, able to fully understand. They knew the climate could change catastrophically because they, or their ancestors, had lived through it. The most widespread legend of all is the one that holds the most urgent warning for us today. So, the next time you hear an old, seemingly outlandish story, maybe don't dismiss it so quickly. It might just be a piece of history, wrapped in a myth, waiting for its truth to be uncovered. If you enjoyed this list of legends proven true, do us a favor, hit that like button, and subscribe for more lists that unravel the mysteries of our world. Let us know in the comments which legend you think science will verify next. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious.